Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people to freely assemble and petition the government for a redress of their grievances. It's the First Amendment. It's all that matters.
I'm back! Wait a minute. Castellano's been telling people forever stuff. And they say, what do you know, Castellano? You're just getting bits of gossip and this or that. Well, excuse me a second, because Castellano's got indigestion. Why? Because I've been right for so long. And I wish I was wrong, but I'm right. Excuse me a minute. Few ibuprofen extra strength. Wash down with diet ginger ale. Extra strength. Believe me, that's extra strength because I'm going to need it. They wonder, say, Castellano, what's in there? Are you drinking alcohol? Diet ginger ale. The president doesn't lie, does he? Anyway, I've been telling you about an automobile that is probably one of the worst automobiles in history. When we think of some of the worst automobiles in history, let's see. The Yugo? Chevette? No. Those are like Rolls Royces. We got our own $50 billion investment called the Chevy Volt. Castellano, what are you saying? The commercial was just on during the Super Bowl. The Chevy Volt. It's 5 stars and 395,000 hours just in the battery alone. And, it's the car of the year and this and that. You forgot to say one thing, you liars. Nobody wants them. Last year, I'm going to stick to the facts, folks. The exact facts. Well, no. These are probably puffed up a little because they're so embarrassed. Today's paper, the Rochester paper. We're gonna green cars. Does Castellano believe in green cars? Yeah, if they worked. But we don't have money to spend on losers. Not like the Obama administration wants to, and the rest of his goofballs. GM Jeffrey Immelt, his car czar, his new job czar. Did I mention he didn't pay anything in taxes? Oh, the 1%, the evil 1%, they don't pay their fair share. Well, most people in the 1% pay more than their fair share. What's their fair share? To you, Mr. Obama, your fair share. Getting everything they got, so let's distribute half of their pay, and the people that don't want to work, I'm not saying everybody doesn't make a lot of money doesn't want to work, but a lot of people don't want to do nothing. They just want something for free, and Obama wants to give it to them. Why? Because then they'll vote for him. But anyway, the haves and the have-nots. Do I think I should help people? I help plenty of people. Do I care about people? Yes. Do I think people should be given stuff should I say, let's take it from him and give it to them? You know what? If you're on a line working with me in a GM, Ford, and you want to work hard, you deserve whatever you get. But, I've been here for 2 years and, I'm not supposed to sweep floors. And, they said we got to make 15 parts a day. And, I made mine 15 today. And it's 3 hours early. I still got time before I go home. And I did my 15 parts. That's not America. America works hard. We're innovative. We work hard. You know what? I'm supposed to make 15 parts a night. I did 25. You know what? They're all perfect. I did 36. Just one I had problems with. I had to correct. Okay? Now, why shouldn't I get paid a little more than the same guy that's working as long as me, but he did 13 or 14 or he calls in sick? No. Let's start getting paid for what you do. Now, like, well, everybody should be the same. I'm sorry, folks. It's not the way it is. Everybody isn't the same. Do we have equal opportunity? Yes. But if you're a lazy dog just trying to get by, need not apply in the Castellano administration. You want to work and you're healthy enough to work? Get your butt moving and help this country. We're broke. We can't afford to, oh, yeah, we're going to pay for my dental and, we're going to shut down the factory for a couple of weeks and, I should get paid 75% too. No, you shouldn't. You know what you start getting paid? You're paid if you're an employee of GM and the boss says to sweep the floor, you sweep the floor. That's how I grew up. Okay? The boss says you carry those boxes. Well, it's not part of my job. Screw the unions. Screw them. I said it. AFL, CIO, SEIU. I'm not afraid of you guys. Do I think all unions are terrible? No, there's some good ones. But for the most part, you're corrupt. And you know what? You're stopping people from working. In the old days, people worked on roads. The roads were repaired all the time. Now you overprice yourselves or we got a $10 million budget, and you spend all $10 million plus more. Overtime for him, her, people, girls waving flags, not doing anything. Corrupt. Why? Because we get our money, we give it to the Democrat Party. The Democratic Party protects us, gives us more money, bailouts to the unions. It's an endless cycle. Nothing gets done, and people are losing their jobs. Wake up. It's not like the old days when people were protected. Yeah, there's corrupt and evil people, but not anymore. The unions are the ones that are corrupt. I said it. One of the most evil, corrupt unions is a teacher union. But we're not going to talk about that yet. We're going to talk about the Volt today, folks. The Volt! GM decides to suspend Chevy Volt production. Sales of electric car have been sluggish. Unlike what you see in the advertising, I would like to see the president, hey, buddy, here's the best car. Unlike anything you want to know, the truth, Democrat and Chronicle. It's not the Bob Matthews article where you're going to hit a lot of horse crap. No, Democrat and Chronicle says last year, GM sold 7,671 cars. Sounds like a lot. Well, it's like 100 something a state. Folks.
168 out of 57.
Yeah, the producer got his calculator out. 168. Some dealerships, and mind you, there's tons of dealerships in New York State, sell that or just one car. We're talking about per state. Nobody wants these things. Wait a minute, it's got 5 stars, this car a year. They got 395,000 hours testing the battery. That blows up! Admit why. Why are you testing it? Because it doesn't work. Wait, how good is this battery? Well, Castellano's going to give you the facts. The battery lasts approximately, let me see if I can find it here. 10,000 cars, a Volt. The Volt is powered by a 400-pound battery. Well, wait a minute, 400-pound battery, it's got to do a lot. It allows the car to travel about 35 miles! A 400-pound battery. Folks, do you imagine how much it costs in gasoline just to carry the battery around? After 35 miles, the gas kicks on. These things are priced at $40,000. So if you buy one, you're never going to get your money back. You're not saving nothing. You're not doing anything. The car's a failure. But kumbaya, green energy. Yeah, green energy. When we have it, it works. Let's use it. But it doesn't work right now. And it's costing us jobs and it's costing us money. Why? Because we got Dumbo, that should be called Pinocchio, in the White House that wants to get reelected. Solyndra, we got these, everybody else in the world makes cheaper solar panels than us, but we're going to spend billions. Spend billions. I got friends. I got to pay my friends off to help me win. Hey, more facts, folks. It sold 1,023 volts in February, 603 in January. GM is now facing massive layoffs. Well, how many people are going to lay off? Well, considering that they've already paid about $8 million per job. $8 million for a volt. Wow, you're really helping the country. We're stimulus package? Stimulus package? Who's getting stimulated? You or Jeffrey Immelt or the rest of your stooges? Folks, we got one of the most corrupt administrations in history. I thought Jimmy Carter and his peeing brother on the airport tarmac were bad. This guy's the worst. Don't let him lie. Hey, MSNBC, hey, folks, there's no white and black America. There's gray America. You're a liar. You don't care about nothing. You party in the White House. You play basketball in the White House. Oh, Rick, you're being racist about basketball. No, I'm not. That's what he plays. He grabs the best players from around the country. Come to the White House. Let's play a couple games of pickup basketball. Okay? He golfs on the golf more than anybody. Fancy parties. Every liberal loser that you could name of goes to the White House. They have parties. Pirates of the Caribbean parties at the White House. His wife's on every single TV show that you could think of, liberal TV show. And like I told you, she got kicked off of Looney Tunes because I saw Porky Pig's tail wiggling out of her mouth because she ate him. Anyway, the volt I'm disgusted with. And you know what? You and the rest of your liberal buddies and losers and friends. Castellano was afraid to admit it before because I loved her. I thought she was one of the greatest singers of history. Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston died a tragic death because she had most of her life addicted to drugs or loved to party. Let me give you a couple of quotes. Then I'll show you the pictures. Miss Houston's daughter, Bobby Christina. Quote from Mrs. Houston herself. Whitney would say, she's young and she's just having fun. It's like a chip off the old block. Look at me, I haven't watched in days. Me and Bobby love to party. Yeah, we love to do them all. Oh, crack is whack. Well, listen, just recently you died. And Castellano was sad and heartbroken. And now Castellano's reading the stories after the politically correct thing. Let's name schools and everything after Tony Bennett, the greatest singer of all time. We find out not only were you a bad example on your daughter, but Mr. Producer, would you get a close-up of the bongathon here? How big is that bong, sir?
3 feet.
3 foot. 3 foot. She don't just smoke marijuana. So big. Her gulps are so big that she gags and chokes for 15 minutes. And you know what she does then? You know, a lot of people who smoke marijuana, they gag and choke. I got to stop for a while. She goes right back for another bong. Everything out of control. Anyway, Miss Houston, daughter spends so much partying, she got a gap between her teeth 3 foot wide. Is she gonna? Are you picking on somebody with a gap between her teeth? No, I'm picking on somebody that likes to party so much that she's got a problem with her teeth. Well, you don't bother fixing it. Her mom doesn't care because her mom wants the next dollar to get spent on partying too. Bobby Christina. Is that something you're proud of? Your kids following in your own footsteps? Anyway, her binges on cocaine, her binges on doing drugs has gone on. Miss Houston, I know you passed away and I'm not disrespectful to you. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. You led your daughter down the same road. You went to rehab with her. It's a big joke when you talk about her doing drugs. And now you're dead. And the world feels bad. A lot of people do. Like Michael Jackson. Nobody cared about the guy. He was irrelevant. You know what? I cared about you. But towards the end of your life, you were irrelevant too. You know what? You die. And all of a sudden they're trying to erect monuments. Me? Castellano thinks about you after reading and seeing the pictures of your daughter following your footsteps. I think you disgust me. Castellano, you're talking about a dead woman. Yeah, well, her daughter's still alive for the time being, and I hope she gets help real quick. But Miss Houston, this isn't a shocker to me. I thought that you should have been done with this guy. It's on magazine after magazine. Shocking secret life. She had lesbian lovers. Miss Houston, you used to sing in a church choir. Why? Why did all this happen? Because I burned my finger. Did I tell you I haven't bathed in days? I fell asleep in the bathtub. Listen, the party life, crack is whack. It's right. You know what? Wake up, America. Don't glamorize this anymore. Don't name a church after this lady. I'm sorry. Please. I don't want to disrespect the church. She sang great in gospel. Don't name a school after her. She don't deserve it. You know what she deserves? She deserves, if she was alive, she deserves to be thrown in jail for what she's done to her daughter. Bobby Christina, come out of it. Folks, if you think Castellano's being mean because I'm telling the truth, I'd like to tell you I'm sorry, but I'm not. Because if this person influenced my kid, I'd be so outraged and so angry. Believe me, she's lucky that they found her in a bathtub and not Castellano, because my daughter or my son following in her footsteps just won't happen. You're watching the Rick Castellano show, and Whitney, I used to love you, but the tears aren't there no more. Stay tuned each and every week. We're now on 6 times a night. 6 times a week, 2 times a night. And folks, if you want to hear more of this, I don't want to hear more about this particular case. Watch me. I'll tell you the truth each and every time. You may think I'm complaining, but maybe we should hire Walmart to fix our economy. Fix our economy? Let's go over some of the facts. It's now official. The majority of our politicians are corrupt. Who said that? Castellano. The U.S. Postal Service was established in 1775. You had 234 years to get it right. We're broke. Social Security was established in 1935. You had 74 years to get it right. We're broke. Fannie Mae was established in 1938. We're broke. And the only thing we got is Barney Frank with a Frank in his throat and Chris Dodd trying to pass us through more. Wait, let's go right to Freddie Mac. Was established in 1970. We're broke. 39 years. The war on poverty. 1964 it was started. You had 45 years. $1 trillion of your money is spent every single year, and it's transferred to the poor. Guess what, folks? It still doesn't change. The poor are still poor. It doesn't work. The Department of Energy was created in 1977. Let me read this here. To lessen our dependence on foreign oil. It has ballooned to 16,000 employees with a budget of $24 billion a year, and we import more oil than ever before. You had 32 years to get it right, and it's abysmal failure. Failed. Every government program, time and again, it's failed. The private market, like Walmart, that you thought that I was picking on, gets it. You don't. You insects. You're going to buy screws for $400 at the military? What else are you going to do? There's plenty. I'm just getting started. I know what's wrong. We lost our minds. Political correctness. We got to hire people that are unqualified just to make a quota. No. Let's hire people, the best workers, black, white, or red, who's ever the best. Let's not have quotas. Let's not water down our system. I want the best doctor. If I have open heart surgery, I want the best. I don't want somebody that got 20 points added to because of his nationality. He was Indian or Pakistan or something. Pakistani. All right. We're broke, and we can't help our own seniors, veterans, orphans, homeless, etc. Can't help them. We don't have enough money to help them. But in the last months, we have provided aid to Hades. But the people are still living in their tents. All the billions we're giving them, they don't want to do nothing. But anyways, Haiti, Chile, Turkey, and now Pakistan, home of Bin Laden. Thank God he's dead. Literally billions of dollars we're wasting You know what? If we made the effort on all these programs, we care about everybody else and spent on our country, we'd be in pretty good shape. We haven't talked about this guy lately because since we don't have any advertising for cigar stores, we haven't had any reason to bring up Cigar Gate. Anyways, Mr. President, Mr. Ex-President, William, twice in the last 6 months. One, when Paul Ryan wanted to have the Medicaid and Medicare reform, you knew he was right. He got caught off camera, and what'd you say? You said, we got to stop playing partisan games. We got to do something about this. I got to tell my party to do something. Nobody listened. They told Paul Ryan wants to push Granny off the cliff. It's not true. He's just trying to save her for the future for everybody else. Now, would you say, just recently, Mr. Clinton, Mr. Bill Clinton, William Clinton, Castellano agrees with you. So we got to get this pipeline going and create jobs. We need the gas. We couldn't be held hostage by Iran. Any day, Iran and Israel could go to war. You know what happens? Gas is going to shoot up at $10 a gallon. You think it's high now? He knows it. He said it. His wife, though, she's in the administration. Well, my husband's a private citizen, but even though he's probably one of the best Democrat presidents in history, he's irrelevant now. He don't know what he's talking about. I'm behind Obama. We should keep it closed down and we should have less jobs. Well, first of all, I'm going to give you some facts, folks. One, we have a ton of pipelines already coming from Canada, the United States, built over 60 years ago, and they're safe and they're still open. If they weren't so safe, we would have closed them down. So you're ecologist or you're green boys, you're just trying to play the card game with them to get votes. Folks, it's safe, and we're going to get gas from an ally. We're going to create 20,000 instant jobs and hundreds of thousands of future jobs. Because if we don't get the gas, they're going to sell it to China. And they already own half of the United States. But Bill Clinton said this, in your administration, losers don't want to say it because you want to be political about it. Well, your husband, Bill, opened his eyes twice so far. Hillary, go get those 50-cent wigs or weaves or whatever you're doing. You're a loser. I'm glad you're not president. You might have made a better president than the one we got now, but you're partisan and you don't want to tell the truth. You don't care about the country. The president doesn't care about the country. He only cares about himself. Folks, the 1%, the evil 1%. Do you realize this guy, for the rest of his life, doesn't have to work, not just because of the millions he's already made. He's got to give one speech. Even as a bum, they'll give you $100,000. Okay, I can pay my 30% in there. Still $70,000 for going to someplace, university, speaking 70 minutes, and he gets $100,000. On what? On what? He'll get free meals for the rest of his life because he was president. He could write a book and make millions. So he doesn't know. He doesn't know. But he said after he gets out of office in 5 years, he's going to be driving a Volt. If people ever wake up, he'll be driving a Volt right now. Wake up and realize what kind of man this is. Because he's not a man. He's not honest. He's a divider. Okay? He wants to conquer this country. Saul Alinsky. Did I tell you? I forgot. Bill Ayers is the name of the guy. The corrupt terrorist that he's in line with. Folks, you're watching the Rick Castellano Show. If you want to get more of the truth, watch me 6 nights a week, 2 times a night.